it seemed pretty obvious. Either way, this is technically the safer way to react as KT, but it doesn't actually give them the control. They've given the ball to DRXs.
It is! It's Annie!
Already in our first game. I didn't see that one coming. New champ.
Never seen this one.
In this draft, and we may see BDD even build Leandres into this because he doesn't necessarily need to be straight burst damage. He can slowly burn away in those neutral fights because he has that peel of the Gragas. He could just set his ultimate up to cut Drake fights in half, for example, give the Zeri more agency there. We'll see what he decides to build.
He should sustain some damage. I mean, they saw him. BDD just going to go for a bottom lane gank. We've been seeing a lot of this from mid laners. Beryl in a bit of trouble here.
Dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's dead. He's not even going to flash. He knows. And this is something we have been seeing so often nowadays. The level 1 mid lane gank in the bottom.
And we're going to watch this one more time.
나 있어 하나만. 보자.
BDD calls for this.
예, 잡을만한 듯. 잡자.
Get him.
잡았어.
We got him.
먹어. 나이스.
Also calls for him to take the kill.
1v1 here in the river. Cuz does not have smite as it's going far away from Krako. He didn't have smite either, as he's pretty low now and is just going to get flashed on. He is also just dead, as Cuz going to pick up that kill relatively simply.
Hence flashes for the exhaust to make sure he can't get to the wall there to get over. And I think this is part of why we haven't seen Annie in challengers just yet, right? And with a lot of supports banned here, Beryl was like, I'm going to cook.
So Kina's ult and flash and cask. This is a little bit of a trouble here for DRX, as Gragas able to handle this Keen very, very nicely.
This is one of those games where you're like, does Beryl ult this game? Does he ever find an opportunity with all the control?
Not sure about that. Well, we know that Cuz is going to ult, and Beryl actually very tanky. Had his shield as well as Rascal TPs into this one. Cuz does have flash. He's just going to flash over the wall, but here comes Krako as well. Did KT overstay their welcome? They're going to get a kill onto Rascal. As you can see, that Duckdown was trying to get that last hit. Not quite able to, as BDD is just going to TP out of there.
There's good levels of aggression, and then there's overextension. Aiming doesn't know about this.
Uh-oh. But the Annie is coming in really aggressively. Yeah, Aiming's in a lot of trouble here. He's going to cleanse and ult and flush away, as now they are kind of up against the wall here, our DRX, but they get a lot out of this Zeri. You see that KT not yet able to punish them, as BDD just jumps into 4 people, and he has a stopwatch, but is he going to survive here? He will flash away as a very broken up fight. You see that Fade has to flash, but he's going to be the first one to go down. And perhaps KT finally going to get this on their terms, as Keen and Cuz able to corral the rest of the team down towards the south. The cask will be flashed, and 2 kills will go to KT. And now, 2 dragons already for KT, and they're looking to press the envelope here onto the 3rd dragon. You see that DRX just kind of on the run. There was a TP into mid from Fate, as now Rascal is all alone, and the team is just going to leave him here. Nobody on the side of DRX can help him. They're all getting zoned away by Aiming until Aiming does come over and collects the kill. So a free handbag just given over to KT. That's wonderful. Can get anywhere.
Get anywhere, anytime. It's like DRX are like, can't push top, you know, can't flank this. Krako, where you going?
Ass comes out, DRX looking for the flank, as Fate just going to push them away.
That's cool.
And probably wanted to push it the other way. Aiming in a little bit of trouble. The exhaust might help out, but no, Aiming goes down, as that is a big carry of KT now out of the fight, but BDD is getting huge amounts of damage on this back line, and they will take out the Draven. As it is only Rascal, it is a quadra kill right now for Cuz, as he is on the chase.
This is why he's the one who's left mid to push, by the way. It goes back to this. And he's the same level as Rascal right now.
This is so fast.
Yeah. I mean, Rascal is going to get the speed up here, is trying to trick him.
Oh. I don't think he can get a penta anymore. Could be unofficial, but still counts. As Cuz, just a couple more hits, Rascal is not going to give it to him. Keeps throwing up the confused little froggy thing.
Confused little froggy.
Even saying good morning, top of the morning to you, but at the end of the day, KT will say top of the morning to game 1 and take the victory.
Really hurts Duckdom here, and the Annie can be strong. We talked about why it can work, but when he gets pushed out so early like that, Beryl, very invisible this game, unfortunately.
passively. Or you could try to fight fire with fire, as it sins for Lehens.
And he's not even smiling. Lock it in like it's the most standard pick. And, I mean, for him, at this point, we could practically say it is.
He has the secrets. I think I'd probably just go Azir here.
I mean, I think it's the safest pick. Works very well with the team fighting. They just want to run it down. In a good way. Run down these ranged Aris and Caitlyn, get on top of them. They have very little peel, right? It's going to be very difficult to deal with this Aurelia. And what is going to be the response here on the top side of the map to this Jax? We'd see Gnar in a lot of cases. The Sion I talked about feels better here now that you're dealing with the Aurelia and the Jax. You have a great front line. You don't mind if you get stunned up by that Aurelia's. You're right, it looks like his feelings are hurt. Sion's pick.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to have something a little bit more interesting. Very similar to last game, except that aiming will swap this out and leave immediately. And fortunately for DRX, Lehens is not sitting in the middle brush there in the bottom lane next to the alcove.
Aiming got hit by that spear.
Spiderlings, the heroes here.
Okay.
Rip that Spiderling, though. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. They are in there like swimwear into the jungle.
Yeah.
This is another ward killed.
Pretty clean fit.
Yeah.
For DRX as well, and this is going to force Elise to back away. Was probably planning on pathing bottom side anyways here. We'll start the blue buff with Jax's help. And what do you, I mean, all right.
This is going to set up vertical jungling. Rascal
really
just going to help leash and then teleport to top lane. Something you can do, especially as Sion, because he can get back to lane very quickly.
Yeah, he's really hard leashing too. He's going to help set up this red buff.
Yeah. This is 100%. There's no way that anybody's stealing anything away or any shenanigans are going to happen here.
Yeah, and with a Singed on the other side, you do have to be careful. And aiming Lehens just knowing that they don't know where everything is set up right now. This ward is perfect, though, and they're just going to look for a...
Okay, wait, what?
Okay, this is a really interesting strategy. Hold on.
4v2 bot?
Over.
Rascal is in trouble. I guess he might just die. No, he's going to stay alive. Aiming is still level 1, so... 4v2 in the bottom lane. As Cuz is like, come on, guys, I'm just trying to farm.
I mean, you leave a Jax up here long enough, and this becomes a huge problem. Now at least Sion is hiding the back TP, as he doesn't know he's backing.
Yeah. The TP, I mean, didn't seem like they wanted to go for the dive. As BDD's getting in onto Fate. Flash away, doesn't matter. One auto does it. BDD with the solo kill in mid.
So clean. You know the Nidalee is bottom side here. You have that all-in window at level 2. He pushes it through. And that's a dead rise, no flash, so follow-up ganks can be a big problem. Rascal lost a lot of farm trying to set up for this, where they push back the Draven as... What do you get in your bottom lane? Not a whole lot of power, as here comes that level 3 gank right on time.
From both junglers. Krako here gonna get stunned up, though, in a little bit of trouble. It's a lot of damage going in onto the Nidalee, as here we go. They cannot flash away, the Caitlyn is stuck, and they go for Krako anyway. As Lehens gets in there and shows the true power of the Singed. As this is, okay, BDD's bot as well for some reason. Looking for this one, gets the Omega long stun. Doesn't matter, didn't even need it. As it will be Cuz who picks up the kill.
Man, this series might just be a wash, Valdez. I mean, all the strats, they're pulling them out here. DRX not wanting to play a straight-up game, but they are not finding any success coming up empty here. As aiming here has an Elise with him. I've seen this one before.
And Duckdom is grounded for quite a while. They land the Cocoon onto Krako, as obviously big range advantage here to the DRX side, but oh, they're going deep, and Aurelia's coming down here. Lehens is going to survive. He is just a Singed, and you know what they say, never chase the Singed. As trying to get on top of Krako here, the Flawless Duet is going to miss, but Krako is still very alone. One more Q can do it, actually. BDD is level 6, so he's just going to throw in the ult and trade it back there onto Krako.
But this Aurelia in these mid-game fights is going to be insane, and the side laning setup for her later on becomes an even bigger issue. Rascal?
Oh, Rascal, he's getting close. And, you know, with Jax's new ult, you got to be careful because that burst damage is just even more apparent. Krako is near the top side of the map, though, here. Could look for an angle as Rascal sticking around is going to tip Keen off, who does have Flash. This is going to ward hop dodge. The spear doesn't even have to use Flash.
Yeah, at least coming up here, too. I don't think you can actually turn this into a win.
Little dodgerino as Jax is in the bush. Keen got over here so fast. And able to hand that over to Keen as well. It's just massive.
It is just massive, but it's also just...
Yeah, okay, here we go. The Realm Warp is in, but grounded immediately. They are going to take down the Hens, that is for sure. But let's see how the follow-up does go. The front line stunned up here. Fate in a little bit of trouble, but a big stun up to 2 of them as DRX nearly able to trade this one back. Here comes the Aurelia, finally a big flawless duet, but BDD is so low, he jumps into 5 and gets taken out immediately. The fireworks are so large in this game as the spear is going to go through them. As now a piercing arrow perhaps to finish it off, and no, not quite off cooldown here.
Oh, and this is pulling. Yeah. Barrow looking for an angle here. Traps are set.
A little bit of baiting perhaps as Len's going to eat a massive chunk. Not very delicious for him as that one is going to hit as well. Krako, the long range artillery. It's stung and a miss. Let's see if Lehens is gonna, nope, not gonna stop that train. As he's now just gonna help leash the Krugs. Nice. Yeah, like you said, I mean, individual, okay, they're actually gonna fight it though.
Or just fight
Chemtech Drake. And they don't wanna let DRX get too far ahead towards the soul, I suppose, and they feel pretty strong right now, so let's see if it works out. The Realm Warp not gonna be taken. Rascal doing a good job, but the Cocoon lands on the back line onto Fate as he is going to get clawed out, and the rest of the team was a zone on the left side of the fight. KT pick up the free Drake, and it will be Cloud Soul again.
That's how you make a TP worth it on the Jax. That's how you do it. You got the Cocoon set up into Counter-Strike, instantly delete Fate. BDD is going top. He'll do what Keen didn't do to this turret, kiting down, right?
Yeah. Could he do Rascal now? He wants to just train out of here, but instead, oh, he doesn't even have his train. Yeah, he's just dead. And Zombie Scion is going to get stunned up and killed.
And be train to set up now for Rift Herald.
Yeah, and they didn't. We were at 19 minutes here. I guess you could try to get this, but especially as DRX, well, okay. They really want to take this fight. So they're even going to use the teleport here on Rascal to make sure that they can.
The angle here is good for Keen. Got to be a lot more careful about watching Cuz.
Scion here alone. It is Scion, though. It's Rascal. Just being chunked down by BDD, though. He's not tanking up just yet. He's going to survive for quite a long amount of time, as the spear is pretty large. Into Lehens and the Whirling Death. No, it's Scion. Never mind.
Almost gets that cash in. Would have been amazing.
It's like, Jonah Strong, we need to see that. He's like, no, we don't. No, that isn't Scion.
He wanted to keep it a mystery, all right? I thought he might get it.
Could have been the big cash in.
Yeah. That ward, you didn't kill it. He's gonna get you. Rascal's hiding in here. They really want this.
Wow. Realm Warp comes in, BDD just throws his ult into their faces. They need to force more team fights, I think, because here we go, we have a TP coming in.
No way!
Three-man Counter-Strike! And I was just talking about the Varus immediately. Caster Curse as Keen comes in and just dunks on him. And now Krako's going to be next. Keen is a monster on this Jax.
Cash in, man. He's trying so hard.
Never going to happen.
Early deaths.
It's going to end with 0 kills.
It's not good. He's like, I just want to get this. I want to be POG. I want to do something. Or TP the Jax once again.
Or just TP and fight, you know, that's fine too. You know, I'm good
Here
with that.
Here we go.
Oh man, another 3-man Counter-Strike. You gotta be kidding me. DRX is not checking their flanks and Keen is just styling all over these kids.
And aiming will get a cash in onto Rascal here. And this game, I think, shows up to this season, blinds the Jax multiple times, plays counter matchups, and still just carries his aiming.
Aiming might die here. Oh, yep, the Rise coming in, the flash on in. Aiming's just dead. As, you know.
So is that inhibitor turret.
The AD carry solo pushing in mid lane, probably not the way. But it's okay. KT's still in a pretty good spot. And maybe that's just going to start up a fight here. Look at this flank. We've seen some crazy flanks already in this game. How about this one? As down will go Duck Dom again. The Varus does not get to play the game. And neither does the Scion, apparently, as he is going to get a double stun, but essentially just CC'd to death. Decent amount of health bars taken away from the side of KT, though. Some of that poke actually landing.
And KT are like, all right, just keep pushing. There's no objective up. 30 seconds on that Drake.
Kane is a raid boss at this point.
I mean,
He's almost a level 18. Yeah.
He has the highest damage in the game, or he did at least moments ago, last we checked. And I would be very surprised if that has changed. It may change eventually. If this game goes much longer, you know, Fate might catch up. And Rascal just tries his best to turn this one around, but not enough long-term damage.
Uh-oh, BDD's trying to catch up. He's going deep into the inhibitor turret, and that's going to be the kill. He is in the base.
Can he take an inhibitor out on his way out?
Going back, yeah.
Trade me for Baron. He's got a stopwatch, buying a ton of time.
Yeah, and he's probably going to go down, right? I mean, Ducktop can't even get near him, though, as a ton of damage does come in from the turrets. As somebody, okay, Barrel's just trying to get vision on this. Yeah, what can you do? Just got to give away this Baron at this point.
The one
can get in.
thing that we just didn't trust about KT this whole time, right? Hold on. This
you trusted Wolf, you got excited.
Well, I didn't trust initially. I mean, that would have been folly, right? But
Krokos just zones. Can't get through the raid boss. He's going to need more members of his guild to come on over and help him clear that one. As in goes Keen, and yep, the raid boss is just chasing him down. Just chasing him out of the dungeon. You can't get away from this guy.
Insane. This is just insane. I mean, I cannot believe
Zanya soon. Actually. And this game might just be over. KT now TPing into this one for actually the clean 2-0. Nothing to see here, Wolf.
I mean,
the real one this time.
Like, actually, yes. Although, because of the circumstances, I would recommend this VOD.
Yeah, Game 2 was really fun.
Nothing to see here except some craziness, especially in the early game of Game 2.
Yeah. Well, Fate's gonna give it his all, but I think we know where his fate lies. Although there is no wave now, they're just gonna push in bot side, I suppose, and go for it now. The Rise supposed to be good at clearing waves, but at this point against Baron, not going to have too fun of a time. There are 5 members of DRX still alive, by the way. KT may be just letting them all spawn to get even more KDA as they're just hitting the Nexus. That's all they gotta do. The ult from Aurelia goes wide as Scion gets a big smash down, but it does not matter. GG, KT gonna take the 2-0 tonight.
I don't have much to say about...
Beryl did the most damage on DRX.
That is the state of Soul Laners getting completely wrecked, and Ductom trying to play a Varus where all he could do was sometimes chains people, and that's about it. As well as this is a good pick into the Jax, and you feel very safe. You can just boop him away every time he tries to counter-strike on you. It also doesn't feel like it plays into Rascal's strengths at all. It's just going to be sitting up here passively, and then eventually we'll lose out in sides to the 1-3-1 that Hanwha Life have put together.
And he doesn't land his Lucent Singularity. So, there we go. Positives here for DRX relatively early. Of course, the Karma Ezreal can generally fight back against most lanes, to be honest. Especially when you're just fishing for Qs in this lane. So it works out quite well. Life taking yet another volley of damage there. These squads have had difficulty closing things out as Zeka. Can he actually find this as we put up the loss streak for the Sylas on our screen? Doesn't bode well for Clid's attempted gank. Oh, they're channeling it. And now Viper could be in trouble. The back is going to go through there from Life.
The backs are hidden, so DRX don't know. And Viper is just going to sell the idea pretty well here.
Oh no, there's the flash forward from Beryl. He flashes immediately, not going to waste any time. Throws out the heal. Not enough damage on the Q. And he's level 6. He's got anyone's ultimate available. As he is going to steal away barrels, he's going to run as far as he can as Doctarm knows that there's nowhere for him to go. That is first blood being picked up as Zeka will fall though. Beryl answering it immediately. That money going to the Sylas, definitely a big deal. And Beryl not going to be able to use it quite as much.
And unfortunately, this is Not over yet for Viper.
Barrel's just going to walk up and almost die, but not die. Yeah, there he goes. He dies. He was baiting for Croco, I think.
There's the banana peel. Croco decided to go in on that. He gets counter-ulted and has a sad time under the turret.
Yep.
These sidesteps.
Yeah, it's actually really clean. Is Rascal looking a little bit silly now? Just throws some Gatorade at Kingen, and he's able to get back and grab himself that cannon minion. So both of these top laners sort of like gaming one another. Kind of like it.
Rascal is just not willing to play passive, man. He's like, well, I picked this for safety. However, I'm building Rod. I'm going to be aggressive. And Kingen, man, playing it super well. Is DRX looking for this Drake?
Yeah, let's see. It is going to just be stolen. Thanks to the leash, says Clear. The cease and desist comes through from Zeka. They dive on top of Croco. He flashes, but Viper just gale forces right on top of him. Life's not going to be able to find the light binding, and so Beryl will escape for the moment. But that is Drake as well as a kill, and it's a very happy Humble Life.
A lack of control on the Drake pit as Kingen just does it again.
Yeah, they're just rumbling. It's a lot of excitement here. Okay, can you actually win though? Yes, he can. Rascal's going to flash his way out. That's the solo kill.
Finally pulls it off here. He's going to teleport because he knows that help is coming, and he will get away with it.
Yeah, back to his Nexus turret, and Life realizes that he's not going to be able to stop him. Really nicely done there.
Barrel.
Oh dear. Cyclone going to be used as the snare should come down. There's another one, and that is going to be secured. But Viper's going to go down as well, and trading 80 carry for support is not something you're happy with if you're Humble Life Esports. Really nice answering play for DRX as now Kingen is fighting Rascal. Not sure how they're supposed to do that. Maybe he has to play with an arm behind his back or something like that. As he is side laning, so this is a bit of caster curse, one could say. Alcove Gaming to come through as the chains are going to miss. Croco just trying to keep him busy as he does have a teleport coming forward. The chains are going to land there onto Croco. Gravity Field is really good. So is the cask to break up Humble Life Esports' approach.
Hijack is up. He still has Zonia's. He's still about 40 seconds away from grabbing that final stack of his Rod of Ages, and they're just trying to force in the backline so hard.
Okay, this is a bit ridiculous, as Zeka's going to have to flash to get out of the way of this one. He was just walking on a ward, and you can't really do that. Does have Kingslayer available, but the Zonya's also, the cooldown not used in Humble Life. They have to move away from this. They cannot fight, as it looks like they're going for an attempted steal. There is vision available as they just throw everything at it in the kitchen sink. Croco is just going to keep a level head, which is how it works. But also, that's the value that you do get, as Croco is going to face check cleared. He's going to Cyclone as we're going for this fight because Zeka is off towards the side. He does have Fate coming on in as cease and desist, going to be stolen and used against him, and it's Life that picks up the kill. Bit ironic, I guess.
Yeah.
10. Rascal has teleport. He's going to use it. I think just cleared out the wave, and then he's going to come on over. This is down to 50% health. Croco's not here like you were talking about. They don't necessarily have to turn just because they will have more damage onto this one, but can they actually make it out is going to be the question, as it's down incredibly low. It's a really nice secure from Clid, as in goes Rascal. He flashes, but he'll just get the flash out from Clid, who's now just going to give himself up.
Yeah,
and the rest of the team will make it out, and you'll say that's probably worth.
Yeah, Kingen's got Baron buff now here in the mid lane, is trying to take out this turret as they're going to chase all the way.
Okay, yeah, Croco wanted to get some revenge, but he's not going to be able to do anything about it.
Okay, Zeka's in bot lane here, teleports over, and this might just be a two-turret play here with the Baron being taken. And I thought for sure DRX are going to be able to collapse there faster and win this fight if they stay on it.
In this Drake until right about now.
Yeah, they're going to go over there and clear some of that vision in just a moment here. No sweepers available at this exact moment in time. Zeka, all right.
Cease and desist going to be nullified, but can he actually survive is the question as he flashes towards the help of Kingen, but he's getting surrounded. There are so many people here. True Shot Barrage doing a lot of work as Kingen's just trying to save his mid laner, and it's not going to work.
Tell me this is not a solo queue game. He's like over here. He's like, wait, hold on, Counter-Strike, he's like, I'm just going to question mark ping him, I don't know.
Yeah, and also like, Hamwa...
Don't get the Drake. I mean, it's going to be here on spawn, but they don't clear the vision, and they have sweepers now.
Croco's rotating in. Okay, this is dangerous times as Clid's going to vacate, and Rascal going to get pushed into the pit try and take it, and yeah, that one's not going to work out. So
Just have to stick the landing here, you know, in a lot of ways. Use this Ezreal poke, you know, try to chip away at the front line, use the Gragas to cut this team in half. You see where Rascal is right now. He's caught, though.
yeah, Zeka has found him. He gets his own cast thrown at him, but he's got one of his own. As Clid taking a lot of damage. Doctom, man, he's a huge threat with his 3 items that he's built up, and Clid's going to spin his way out of there.
They're 2 Drake lead right now, but they're looking for more.
Yep, Life in a bit of trouble here. He throws down the final spark. That's a great stopwatch to try and keep him alive. As now, Kingen also going to use his. Teleport comes in. Another life binding's there for Life, and they are going to be able to get the kill. Croco's dead. No smiting available this time. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to get here in time, but DRX, can they cause a ruckus? Can they make this a problem as the traps are set up? And they're set up really beautifully as over the wall they go. It is going to be Clid that locks down the Baron, and then Fate is going to go down as well. Zeka going golden at exactly the right time, and the True Shot Barrage, oh no, just barely missing out on the kill onto Zeka. They're still chasing after them. Rascal's a big boy on this Gragas. He's got a lot of damage, but so does Harmalife. Zeka is going to lock down Doctom as well. Picks up the kill. Beautifully executed. We know that this is what this team is capable of. They managed to do it in this team fight, and Harmwa will be able to win game number 1.
Very much a back-and-forth game. HLE losing out a lot of their win conditions early, but then recovering very nicely. Kingen not able to really keep up with his Gragas, but ultimately it doesn't matter at the end. Some real key picks winning this game for HLE, and you know, yeah, he does way less damage because he doesn't spend the whole game shooting Qs into tanks, but he actually played a very good game. Zeka, you know, bread and butter. He loves playing this into so many different matchups, the Kazante, the Jax.
Yep,
He's
comes
opted
online
to
a little bit
Fiora,
earlier.
yeah.
Comes online a little bit earlier than what the On would as well. If you pick On, you feel like you're just sacrificing the entirety of the early game, and with how snowbally the meta is, that can be very, very dangerous. Oh no.
He's just firing Qs and taking first strike gold. And the rune choices and the teleport are basically just DRX saying, like, we win this one by default, and that's just how it's going to be. As Juhan paths topside, like I was talking about, level 3 gank opportunity.
Yeah, Kingen only level 2 as Juhan was inside the turret. That was sick. And he's going to tank this one up. Goes down to 100 health. No worries, not even close.
Very well played here. Then the timing of killing Kingen is with this wave crashing through. He is going to be able to teleport back here, but a lot of CS lost.
Oh dear, Juhan is extraordinarily low. A flash is available. Zeka's rotating over, and yeah, Juhan does have his flash up, as there's the flashes. Both of them going to use them. Zeka's going to come on over, and yeah, the flash forward. That is a lot of summoner spells. However, they do manage to even out the kills.
They certainly do. Fate's going to teleport back to lane. During all of this, unfortunately, not able to make a big impact. Might come over here and try to look for the tag onto Zeka.
Yeah, Zeka is just dead.
It's all banana peels on the rift.
Yeah, there's too many. We shouldn't have activated the question mark boxes, Wolf. Oh no! We thought we could trust them.
You know, he's got boots. He knows the buys here, but he's not interested. He's looking for Counter-Strike angles.
Not worried about it at all. As of course, Kingen does need to be somewhat respected.
Should be
Rascal
looking.
has no flash available. He is going to leap strike away, but that's a boomerang to the back of the head. Wolf, stop it!
He realizes Vi is here, and then gets caught by the end of this Narbar. Counter-strikes onto the ward, and then
나이스.
gets hit by a boomerang. Clid says, nice.
이거 진짜 큰 건데 라인 어떻게 할래 빌래?
Or how do you want me to keep your lane?
Yeah.
He's like,
look
he's
at
like,
that.
what do you want me to do with your lane state?
That's a real nice jungler right there. You know, just asking, like, what do you need? What do you need from me in the laning situation? As Rascal, yeah, just takes a full combo from Kingen, who's continuing to have a good time. Picks up his drill, walks out of the counter-strike, has another drill. Yeah, let's see whether he jumps on over. He does. Immediately seen by Clid as Minina comes through. Really nice timing here for DRX, but that's a full minion wave, and they are just going to respect it. Back away. Kingen with a slight level lead. They'll move towards the Rift Herald.
One way or another, completely uncontested. The flash is down.
Yeah, there's the crush forward. There is the stun into the wall. Great wallop, and that is Kingen finishing it off.
If Zeka,
beautifully executed.
If Zeka doesn't put that pressure on Fate, he could probably come over here and actually defend. But because he has to flash, and he's under turret, you know, trying to catch those waves, like, there's nothing he can do, and Clid's just, like, walking up on Vision, taking this out.
Here's another ulti
Viper?
from Viper as Beryl is going to get turned into a little munchkin and taken down. If this was a lot of other teams, I'd be like, yes, it might be getting to the point where this snowball's starting to roll, but I don't think it's there at all.
You don't think so? I mean, this is starting to look pretty snowball.
I'm just not ready. I'm not ready to say it with these two teams. I was promised 3 games.
Looking for the tether here. Okay, hold on.
Rascal,
Where are you at?
what's happening, buddy?
What's going on up here?
It was well played, and things are truly a problem.
He just got outplayed by the ability called Hop. And he's going the other way, gets slowed by the smite. King gets his 3rd kill of the game. Just playing it like he's ahead, but unfortunately he is not. No one is going to be posting about this on Twitter unless it's a good thing.
Well, he's also going to do the bait and switch there as Fate is delivered underneath the turret. Life is just going to drive past him, though. True Shot Barrage picks up Zeka as Clid gets under the turret. Now Viper is fighting multiple people. Fate moves over. He has to skate over that wall. It's nicely played by DRX defensively. And then out goes Rascal. Back in goes Rascal.
And out one more time.
Out goes Rascal. Is okay. Clid's going to be able to lock this one down. Picks up the eye. And now it's a bit of a battle. They get into the choke point, but it looks like there's not going to be too much of a response. It's okay. Here goes Clid. Can he find it? As the knock-up is so beautiful from that Wild Growth Life. Able to help lock down that kill, but Clid is still going to die 1 for 1. But he does collect the Eye of the Herald.
Brush with all the control ward investment, but unfortunately they lost their turret and they are losing this war of attrition very quickly.
Yeah, and now they're going to dive on top of Doctor. He goes down relatively low, but Clid a little bit secluded as there is a massive gnaw from Kingin. Manages to lock down the Ezreal, and now he's just running amok in the backline. Juhan going to be taken down as an afterthought, as a bit of a transition into getting this kill onto Beryl. Now Viper just able to dive underneath the turret and pick up the kill onto the Karma. They should be able to now grab themselves a Drake. Clid's already doing that. They'll augment that with the turret as well, and this may be that straw that breaks the back of the metaphorical camel.
Yeah, I think it might be. Teleport here being used to try to clean up the top wave as Rascal's left alone.
Oh no, Leap Strike. That's going to be enough to get him out of the way of a lot of Sandmen. They don't, but DRX are so timid. You know, they're going to go over, they're going to take their blue buff. They think that that is pretty comfortable. But True Shot Barrage has to be used to check this.
That ward needs to be cleared ASAPly, or else this is just not a choking cross. Look at King and Snarbar.
Yeah, Snarbar's absolutely perfect. 50% health right now as Cease and Desist comes through yet again. They look to just lock down whatever they can. That is a setup. The alley-oop just beautiful from the world champions, Zeka and Kingin of 2022. They're going to grab another kill as well as Clid goes down. But I believe he died for the colony as Viper is chasing after Rascal. He leap strikes to his poor friend, but I think that Viper might still be able to chase them down. This is what Zeris love to do. As Life's here as well, Viper continuing to get skippy as Juhan may sacrifice himself for this one, has the Glacial Prison, but no one's going to go in it.
Nope. And wrong side of the rift here for Rascal and Beryl, who try to either get a back off or get the execute. Beryl might be able to get the ladder. It looks like Rascal does get away with this back.
These are very strange situations. Lands onto Zeka there as Clid is in the pit, so he has a smite available. Beryl getting taken down very low. Everyone just gets over the wall.
Evacuate!
There we go. Wait.
He is. Yeah, he's like, oh, hold on, wait a little bit longer.
Wait.
Still waiting.
Wait.
Still waiting.
But wait. Hang on. Wait.
Cancel that back one more time.
Is he?
King in, coming into the mid lane, threatening an inhib, so we have to go soon.
Oh, Jonas Strong has made sure that we don't know.
Here
and there he is! Okay! Empress Divine gonna throw him into the team. Does manage to get a stun, but Clid goes golden. True Shot Barrage goes wide. And we waited. We didn't really find too much though, as Kingin will find a control ward. And
that's
no
how
one dies.
That's how you deny the mid inhibitor, right there.
True Shot Barrage going to give them a little bit of vision there, but look at how quickly this Baron's going down. This is just absurd. There's a Glacial Prison. Juhan's kind of here by himself though, as Rascal's wrapping around. He wants to be the hero. They get a control into the back of the pit, but they can't stop this Baron from going down as Kingin is so fast. Clid just flashing on in. Beryl's going to deliver him all the way into the backline as he doesn't find the flash, but Viper finds a gigantic ultimate. And they're super far ahead, guys. They're extraordinarily fed. But Viper can't really quite find a gap into this game. Fighting against 3 people right now. He's got his pocket Lulu helping him stay alive as Rascal. He's wrapping his way in. He wants to find the Zeri. He flashes, he gets the stun. The Lulu goes down. There's Viper's now trying to kite. Zeka gets in here. They've got a lot of issues to deal with. As the counter-strike, it's going to be there, but it's not going to be enough. As Kingen, he'll just end all of the fun that DRX were having.
I have a pretty good feeling Kingen's going to have higher damage than Viper this game.
I think Kingen's going to have higher damage than anyone else.
He's the 80 carry. All right, Kingen. All right, one more ceremony. He comes in, he ends the game, and Hanwha Life Esports will take a 2-0. A lot to see here, but I will not be recommending this spot to anyone who didn't show up tonight.
And Viper also doing the most damage in the game is kind of surprising to me because it felt very reminiscent to like Gumayusi's experiences.